I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Class of 2018, do you like to read, sing, or play an instrument? If so, we are looking for you. We are in need of individuals to read scripture passages, sing, and play music for the baccalaureate ceremony. If you are interested, submit what scripture passage you would like to read, song you would like to sing, or song you would like to play on your instrument to the assignment on Google Classroom so we can include you in the program. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Barr in room 102.
Class of 2018, your officers and Mr. Barr are beginning to work on the senior slideshow that will take place on June 7th after the baccalaureate ceremony. We need your help to compile pictures for the slideshow. We need a baby picture of you as well as a senior picture of you to put in the slideshow. Simply upload a digital copy of each one to this assignment in Google Classroom and then click Turn In, no later than April 16th, so that you can be included. Please see Mr. Barr in room 102 if you have any questions. If you do not submit pictures, you will not be included in the slideshow.
There will be no Calc Club tutoring today after school.
Students, if you are planning to take an AP course next year, please complete the survey that was posted in your Class of Google Classroom.
Within this video, Danny Evans discusses how he made the decision to not allow peer pressure to affect his decisions. Today we are wearing our Be Smart Don't Start t-shirts to make a promise to ourselves to say no to drugs and not allow peer pressure to influence your decisions. You can only have an addiction if you allow yourselves to become addicted. While watching this video, make sure to think about by signing the pledge card yesterday you promised to yourself to put your future first.
On this episode of The Harbor, we're going to hear from one of my favorite people on the planet, Danny Evans, talk about the importance of being comfortable with who you are and not giving in to peer pressure.
My name is Danny Evans. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for a brand called Ethica. I get to work with some of the biggest athletes, music artists, and influencers in the world. Every day, tens of thousands of kids say yes to things they don't really want to say yes to. Peer pressure. It's one of the biggest challenges you guys will face in high school. Growing up, I was just like you, sitting in the classroom, going through a lot of firsts. Your first high school football game, first dance, first kiss, first date. My parents were really supportive. They gave me a lot of freedom, and they made it very clear you can keep having this freedom as long as you don't get in trouble. As high school progressed, the temptations kind of grew, and all around me, I was watching my friends start to get caught drinking and get suspended from school or get caught with drugs, and all throughout that, I was just able to say no. I had this vision of myself and where I wanted to be. I had goals and I knew kind of how I needed to get there and what I wanted to do. And I also knew that if I would have started drinking or doing drugs and getting caught and getting in trouble with my parents or the school, it would have really held me down from a lot of the stuff that I really wanted to be doing. I was really into action sports, skateboarding, surfing, snowboarding, music, and I really looked up to a lot of the athletes. For me, everything was just like, oh, like you gotta find a career, you gotta find a way to like work with people you love. So basically I was really, really scared to mess that up with any sort of drinking or drugs or temptations. And as high school progressed, it became a little bit easier. At first, it's always hard. You kind of want to be accepted and thought of as cool, and it gets a little bit easier every single year. You may find yourself in a situation where you have a math class or a science class you're supposed to be at, and somebody says, hey man, you don't need to go to that class, let's ditch today. Are you the type of kid that is just gonna say, okay, sure, let's go do that, even though you know you should be in that class and that's something that you were obligated to be at? I challenge you guys to ask yourself a question. Is the decision you're making really the decision you want to make, or is it the decision that somebody else wants you to make? Most of the time, the people pressuring you to make a decision know that that decision's wrong and they don't want to be making it by themselves. Peer pressure is never going to go away. Throughout high school, it's going to be the toughest. And once you can get through that, college and your career is just going to become a little bit easier, but it's always going to be there. As you grow older, you can look back at high school and realize the people that everybody was trying to impress, or the cool kids, they're not really that cool, and their opinion of you isn't really going to make a difference in the big picture of life. And I've always lived life by, one kind of motto when it comes to peer pressure, and that is, hey, I'm going to respect your decisions if you respect mine. Right now, I work in an industry where every day I get to go to work with my heroes. The only reason that's possible is because of respect. The relationships I have with these people, they know that I'm not going to give in to peer pressure, and that every decision I make is going to be something that I truly want to do. At the end of the day, making a decision you want to make will always result in respect.
Peer pressure is a powerful thing. In high school, many of us fight to fit in, and with this, bad decisions are made. It is important to remember that your future is reliant on your own decisions. The Be Smart, Don't Start campaign is not just about the free t-shirt, but also the commitment to saying no to drugs.
Have a terrific Tuesday, North High.